Although it is the world's second smallest continent, Europe welcomes more than half of all the tourists worldwide. In fact, 7 of the 10 most visited countries in the world are European nations. It's easy to see why. A well-preserved cultural heritage, rich history, safety, and efficient infrastructure make visiting Europe a breeze. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Europe. Number 25. Meteora. Meaning elevated in Greek, Meteora is a jutting rock formation in northern Greece. A wild landscape made up of hill-like boulders that dominate the skyline. Part of what makes that magnificent landscape so amazing, however, are the monasteries that precariously cling to the rocks. Set on cliffs with staircases cut into the very stone itself, this religious site dates back to the 15th century, and some still welcome visitors to this day. The most famous of all, the Holy Trinity Monastery, perches an amazing 400 meters atop a natural rock tower and is a breathtaking sight to set eyes on. Number 24. Salzkammergut. Salzkammergut is a beautiful resort area that starts with Salzburg and heads east into a land of lakes. This region is renowned for its breathtaking natural beauty and serene landscapes, making it a perfect getaway for nature lovers and adventure seekers alike. Sparkling clean lakes, green hills, wonderful mountains, and romantic towns like St. Wolfgang and Hallstatt make up this region. These towns are known for their charming architecture, cozy cafes, and vibrant local culture, offering a delightful experience for all visitors. Travelers who have seen the movie The Sound of Music will know what this lake region looks like because that movie was filmed in and around the city of Salzburg and the neighboring Salzkammergut region. The iconic scenes from the movie have immortalized the beauty of this area, attracting fans from all over the world. The resort area is popular with sunbathers, as well as visitors who seek relaxing spa treatments. The tranquil environment and pristine waters provide the perfect setting for unwinding and rejuvenating. Visitors can join in the relaxed moods by donning the ever-popular resort wear lederhosen for men and dirndl outfits for women. These traditional outfits add a touch of cultural authenticity to the experience, making it even more memorable. Located just to the south of Naples is the Amalfi Coast, one of Italy's most alluring and attractive stretches of coastline. Rising steeply above the sparkling waters of the Mediterranean are rugged cliffs and stunning mountains with idyllic towns and villages dotted about. As well as boasting beautiful scenery and gorgeous landscapes, there are also the pastel-colored palaces and piazzas of Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello to explore. Whether lounging on a beach, hiking in the hills, or sailing along its sun-kissed shores, the beauty of the Amalfi Coast is undeniable. Number 22. Budapest. Straddling the Danube that runs through it, Hungary's vibrant capital is an increasingly popular destination and really has everything you could want from a city. Budapest has some wonderful architecture on show that ranges from Baroque and neoclassical to Art Nouveau, with the elegant Fisherman's Bastion and enormous Parliament building being just 2 of its many highlights. Around the city, enjoy the much-loved thermal baths, spend an evening at the opera, pedal around Margaret Island, and hop around the emblematic ruin bars. Number 21. Lapland. Located far north in the Arctic Circle, the winter wonderland of Lapland straddles the snow-coated frozen expanse of Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Russia. Full of endless forests, glacial lakes, and glinting ice fields, the picturesque polar region is magical to explore. Hiking, skiing, and dog sledding are all popular. Staying in a cozy cabin in the woods or one of its scenic snow-covered towns is an excellent way to experience the best of Lapland. To top it all off, no visit to the land of Santa Claus can be complete without catching a glimpse of the Northern Lights. Number 20. Lisbon. Stretching along the banks of the Tagus River near the Atlantic Ocean, Portugal's capital and largest city winds upward among 7 steep hills, forming an enchanting destination of colorful neighborhoods reverberating in traditional fado music. The city's oldest district is Alfama, an old Moorish quarter distinct for its maze of cobblestone streets, rustic architecture, and St. George's Castle. The best way to experience Lisbon is by taking one of the vintage trams, such as the well-known Tram 28, which winds along historic quarters, gardens, and main attractions. Oh, Lisbon truly is a magical place. Number 19, Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a pleasant city marked by meandering canals lined with tall, narrow row houses. It is the city where Anne Frank kept her most famous diary, so visiting the house where she wrote it is a must. This Venice of the North also is a city of great art, beginning with the Rijksmuseum, home to great European masterpieces, Rembrandt's house, and the more modern Van Gogh Museum. Take a break from sightseeing to tour and sample Holland's beer at the Heineken Brewery. Number 18, Bay of Kotor. A sweeping bay in the eastern Adriatic Sea, the Bay of Kotor is situated in southwestern Montenegro. It's a beautiful spot, ringed by jagged green hills and medieval towns with red-roofed houses spilling down the coastline. Best explored by car along its winding roads, the region is packed full with incredible sights, from old citadels to Clandes for Cito and delicious Irers by the sea. Complementing the scenery, Kotor Old Town is a Venetian wonder surrounded by walls with a mountain backdrop that's well worth using as a base. Number 17, Provence. The quintessential region of the south of France, Provence is the location of the most famous French Riviera, a picture-perfect destination where glittering coastline meets jet-set living. Many of the towns along the Provence coast were founded by ancient Greek colonists, and later became part of the Roman Empire. Today, there are still examples of this ancient history in the form of amphitheaters and aqueducts. Head inland, and there's still more history. Hilltop villages full of rustic lifestyles hide medieval lanes and monuments. Combine all this with natural, rugged scenery, and Provence seems more and more like a storybook than a real destination. Vatnajökull National Park, home to the largest glacier in Europe. The Vatnajökull National Park is so vast, it encompasses around 14% of the country. Divided into 4 separately managed territories, the park's most frequently visited section is the southern territory of Skaftafell, where trails lead you past blue-tinted glacier tongues and waterfalls. Hardy adventurers can climb the Vatnajökull Glacier or explore a long row of volcanic craters. The park has a wealth of easily accessible features too, including the powerful Dettifoss, a waterfall famous for the sheer volume of water that cascades over its rim. Andalusia, covering Spain's southern part, is a fascinating region of the country to visit. It is home to breathtaking landscapes, beautiful Moorish architecture, and a wealth of marvelous historical landmarks. Here you'll find the magnificent Sierra Nevada range, arid desert scenery, and the glorious beaches along the Costa del Sol. As the region used to be ruled by the Moors and the Romans, there are loads of historic towns boasting everything from old medieval cities, crumbling fortresses, to massive cathedrals and awe-inspiring palaces. Additionally, the magnificent Moorish architecture at the Alhambra in Granada really is a must-see when in the region. Venice is for romantics who love gliding through the Grand Canal with a gondolier singing Italian love songs. This is, after all, the city that sent Marco Polo off on his journey to China. Start your exploration of Venice at San Marco Square, the city's most famous square. Here you'll find the Doge's Palace, the seat of Venetian government, and St. Mark's Basilica, the main church in Venice with stunning views from the tower. Venice also is famous for its bridges along the canals. The central Romanian region of Transylvania is synonymous with stories of Dracula and bloodthirsty vampires. Whilst not entirely true, the area is mythical in terms of its natural beauty. Bordered by the Carpathian Mountains, visiting Transylvania is like being transported into a slow-paced medieval world. The countryside abounds with quaint villages and local life between pastures and swaths of hills blanketed by trees. There are many historic fortresses built by medieval German settlers, including the famous Bran Castle. These daunting spires make up what is popularly known as Dracula's Castle. Number 12. London. No superlative is too great when it comes to describing London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom. This bustling city is history personified. From Westminster Abbey to Buckingham Palace, be sure to watch the changing of the guards. Shopping from Knightsbridge to Carnaby Street is a must-see, as is riding a double-decker bus and the tube or subway, where one is constantly reminded to mind the gap. London is also famous for live theater. Be sure to stop in at a local pub for a pint after a performance. Bavaria. Bavaria is the southern German region with a culture all of its own, rich in history and tradition. In fact, many of the various traditions and much of its cuisine are often conflated with Germany as a whole, but Bavaria stands out with its unique flavors and customs. Beer halls, bratwurst, and pretzels are just a few of the culinary delights that define this region. And that typical Bavarian architecture that makes everything feel as though it's from a fairy tale, with its charming houses and intricate designs. And in some ways, it really is like a fairy tale, with its majestic castles and enchanting landscapes, with its lofty mystical mountains that seem to touch the sky, lush green valleys studded with forests, perfect for hiking and exploring, serene mirror-like lakes as big as seas, and still-standing castles that whisper tales of old. From its sublime nature to its charming medieval towns, each with its own story and character, there's almost no end to the attractions you could be visiting on a trip to Bavaria. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or a foodie, Bavaria has something special for everyone. Architecture, boasting soaring spires that make the skyline look like something from another time. Now, the capital of the Czech Republic, Prague was once the capital of the Kingdom of Bohemia. Prague has a lot of sites pointing to its history, like the 9th century AD Prague Castle. There's the 14th century Charles Bridge, boasting its stunningly ornate Gothic towers, and the Old Town Square, where you'll find the Prague astronomical clock. Number 9. Istanbul. Istanbul may be on the outer fringes of Europe, but it's well worth a visit when you're traveling abroad. Turkey's biggest city is a fascinating place, filled with rich history, colorful markets, and mosques. Top attractions include the Bosphorus that separates Europe and Asia, the ecumenical Hagia Sophia that's been a Greek Orthodox Christian basilica, then an imperial mosque and now a museum, and the 15th century Topkapi Palace, also a museum today. Get in a little shopping at the Grand Bazaar that's been in operation since 1461. Number 8. Tuscany. Italy's most famous region, Tuscany conjures images of beautiful rolling hills, olive groves, vineyards, and cypress trees. The many pleasures of Tuscany include tasting wine in Chianti, simply relaxing in hill towns such as San Gimignano, or exploring Renaissance art in Florence. The medieval city of Siena also offers excellent works of art, while its historical center is one of the most popular places to visit in Italy. Elba, the largest of several Tuscan islands, offers great beaches, while Pisa is world-famous for its leaning tower. Number 7. Barcelona. Located in northeastern Spain, Barcelona is one of the country's top travel destinations because it offers everything tourists look for in a European city. From historic architecture to lively shopping and buzzing nightlife, Barcelona has it all. Unique to Barcelona are the architectural marvels of Spain's famous architect, Antoni Gaudí, which include the Casa Batlló and the famous Sagrada Familia Church. Both of these extraordinary structures feature combinations of fascinating designs, shapes, and colors. Popular activities in Barcelona include strolling along La Rambla, a tree-lined pedestrian avenue, and sunbathing on Barceloneta, one of the city's most popular beaches. Number 6. Fjords of Norway. One of the top reasons many people travel to Norway is to see its majestic fjords. These natural wonders are a testament to the power and beauty of nature. Shaped by glaciers over an incomprehensibly long 2.5 million years or so, the towering U-shaped valleys and their carved cliffs create a stunning landscape that's almost too huge to take in. The sheer scale and grandeur of these formations leave visitors in awe. Norway boasts over 1,000 fjords, each with its own unique charm and character, only a portion of which are visited en masse, making it possible to explore and discover hidden gems away from the crowds, meaning it's still possible to find a slice of solitude. These tranquil spots offer a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Taking a cruise ship is a great way to see the soaring walls of the fjords as the boat glides on the waters. The experience is both relaxing and awe-inspiring. Alternatively, hiking atop the fjords offers a bird's-eye view of the incredible landscape. The trails provide an adventurous way to appreciate the natural beauty from above, giving a different perspective on these magnificent formations. Paris. With some of the most recognizable monuments in the world, Paris is a must-see city to visit. Songs laud Paris in the springtime, but any time of year is a good time to visit this riveting city on the River Seine. It's a city loaded to the brim with history, culture, great food, and high fashion. The iconic Eiffel Tower is one landmark you won't want to miss. Its great churches include the Sacré-Cœur and Notre Dame. When it comes to opulence, there's Versailles with its famed Hall of Mirrors, while the Louvre houses one of the greatest art collections in the world. Number 4. Dubrovnik. Set in the south of Croatia on the Adriatic Sea, Dubrovnik is famous for its old town. This walled medieval town was shelled in 1991 during the Balkan Wars, but has been restored to its former glory. Take a walk along the old city walls and be beguiled by the Baroque buildings, or enjoy a lazy afternoon at street-side restaurants, soaking up the splendor of the city. The Old Town has also gained popularity for being the filming location of Game of Thrones and Star Wars, which just goes to show what an iconic place the old walled city is. Number 3. The Swiss Alps. East of Lake Geneva lies the grand alpine heart of Switzerland, a massively impressive region of classic Swiss scenery. High peaks, sheer valleys, and cool lakes. The Bernese Oberland, centered on the Jungfrau region, is the most accessible and touristed area. Wherever you go in this region, you are greeted with towering mountains and alpine valleys, and there are also some impressive glaciers. Consequently, hiking, rock climbing, and skiing are all very popular activities here. Beyond this first great wall of peaks is another, even more daunting range on the Italian border, in which the Matterhorn is the star attraction. Number 2. The Cyclades. Lying in the southern part of the Aegean Sea, the Cyclades are considered some of the most beautiful islands in the world. Mountains, white cubistic villages, and black and golden sand beaches combine to make the island's picture postcard perfect. Although the iconic islands of Santorini and Mykonos are the main draws, there are loads of other great destinations to discover. Since the entire world has discovered the Cyclades Islands, they tend to be very crowded with visitors, especially in high summer. But most people feel the island's attractions are worth putting up with the crowds. Number 1. Rome. Formerly the capital of the Roman Empire, Rome today is the government seat and capital city of Italy. Located in the country's central region of Lazio, Rome is a vast and complex city that is both historic and modern at the same time. Known for housing ancient Roman structures and the Vatican City, Rome has endured for more than 2,500 years as an important center for culture, power, and religion. From ancient romantic plazas to stunning cathedrals and Renaissance architecture, there is so much to see and do in Rome that it could take years to see it all. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more incredible travel content. And if you're fascinated by stunning natural landscapes and unique cultures, you won't want to miss our next video. Finland, the country of extremely beautiful women and pristine nature. Click on the link and discover why Finland is a hidden gem of the North.